Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm just doing NWOpening number, it's been so long I can't even remember, and it's the SummerSlam 2022 series, Sensational Sherri. I recently picked this up on a mail opening, and as you can see, it's really battered. I mean, at certain points, it's like, is this figure even technically mint on card anymore? You know, is it still even in the box, really? So there's no point messing around on, wasting time trying to get this, waiting to do this unboxing. And also the NWOpening list is getting very long again. And we are way behind on the unboxing quota. And there's been many times where I've wanted to do this video or a different unboxing recently, and it's just been too warm, or there's been other stuff going on getting in the way. So while I have a chance now, I'm just going to do it quickly. So yeah, Sensational Sherri SummerSlam Series 2022 action figure. It is the Build-A-Figure Dominik wave, which in my opinion at least is the worst Build-A-Figure they've ever done, especially now they've started chucking out, really good ones, and it makes you think, wow, we actually lost the slot to child Dominik at some point. I always hated that gimmick. I'm not a big fan of Dominik now, so it's understandable that I'm not a huge fan of that Build-A-Figure. Of course, we've got no bio on the back because it is the British version, and we've got the box all wrecked up and everything. The rest of the wave, we had fairly dull Rey Mysterio. Shawn Michaels, I kind of wish I'd got in the end, to be honest. And a Randy Orton, which I actually debated buying every day when I went into work, back when I used to work in a Smith's, until these actually sold out. That was the only time where I was finally free from Randy Orton and those powerful, eye-catching orange trunks. Anyway, let's not dither about on this too much. Let's just get into it. So we're going to try and work out what parts are actually still keeping this box together. And then we're going to try and cut through them if it's going to resist the tape. You know, half the cardboard's disintegrated, but the tape can't be cut with scissors. Right. Let's get in here. Wow, look at this backing card. That's actually really quite nice. Bright orange WWE sign and everything. That's actually pretty nice. And now we're going to delicately get these extra hands out. I'm going to do what I never do, and I'm going to check if she's actually tied in. Yeah, she looks like she isn't. Push out those hornswoggle legs and very carefully push her out of the bubble. Not that I think it matters too much if we have problem joints on this, because I think the articulation's a bit limited anyway. And to be honest, she doesn't need to be doing loads. Although you'd be surprised how irritating it is having bad articulation even on your side characters. Oh, she's going to be a pain to stand up, isn't she? Oh dear. That wasn't too bad. Try hitting the drop in again. For the TikTok. Perfect. Beautiful. So, we have nothing in the way of accessories. We just have two spare open grip hands, which I always like to see. And we, of course, have the Dominik Mysterio legs. So we'll stick those on eBay for the off chance that some maniac actually wants them but doesn't want to buy the Sherri. And let's take a look at the figure. So, having a close-up. I think the face is pretty good. And this was definitely an era where there were some very questionable face paint jobs coming out of the Mattel factories. It kind of looks weird in this context, because she has all that color and stuff going on under the eyes, and obviously that's just reflecting the light, kind of making it look like she has two sets of eyes. We have the SS logo, for lack of a better term, on the cheek there, and that literally feathered eye. And then on the other side we have the same, and like she's crying a tear. We have a little tiny kind of mole there under the mouth, which is a nice touch, but for the longest time I wasn't sure whether that was a factory error or not. And then you can see the hair as well is really well sculpted, very unique. And speaking of unique, look at the attire. I don't know of many that are made in such a interesting way. So we got the love hearts down the side there. We do have kind of these chains to kind of show that all these parts are actually connected. She's not just wearing like sleeves and like a bustier, for lack of a better term, and all this kind of stuff. We got these kind of bits dangling over the word that rhymes with bits. We got some nice kind of red detailing across that as well. Focus is all over the joint in this. We've got the red and gold kind of detailing around the neck as well, and also around all of the love hearts. It's really interesting the way they've done that, the way that it literally is actually like just separate. Although the skin colored plastic on the inside is a little bit immersion breaking. The fact that they've clearly made this out the same colored plastic and then just painted it on, that's a little bit immersion breaking, as I say. These, I mean that shoulder stiff anyway. They don't actually limit the articulation as much as you might expect. Not that I'm expecting that this Sherri would use the articulation too much anyway, with her being more of a valet kind of character. But apparently she got the double jointed elbows anyway. You know, maybe they just really thought once they started doing double jointed elbows, you know, it's damn time Sherri got one so she could have her double jointed elbows figure of all the people. That shoulder's pretty stiff too. The elbow's okay though. The wrist joint's okay. We appear to be doing the joint check now, so let's just carry on with that. The head moves pretty good. The head's probably my favorite part of the figure because the detailing on all the makeup, etc., is just really, really good. Really, really intricate kind of stuff. And the torso, it's fine. It's not great. It feels like it probably become a problem very soon over time, like after a few uses. But then again, she's not wrestling. Waist is nice and tight. I've definitely had worse torsos on women's figures in the past. And the legs, again, it's not actually as restricted as you might think by this kind of rufflage. I mean, there's the legs for the start. Since I hadn't finished actually going through the detailing, when I started doing this joint check, we've got the hearts down the side with the kind of mesh, the kind of fishnet on the inside. We've got the butt, bit of red detailing there, and then again the fishnets again, just the same on the other leg. And finally, we have these high heels, which are kind of articulated in a different way, or maybe I've just never had an elite with high heels before. High heels are never great because they're always just going to make it slightly more difficult, but yeah, they're all right, you know. It stands up better than I was expecting. Got the red laces on the high heels as well, and we'll carry on with the legs. So that's fine. Double jointed knee is fine, and that ankle actually moves. So that makes it, you know, that's one up on most people with boots, to be fair. That one doesn't move as well, but it does move. Not so good, though, because you're going to want these at, like, precisely the same height so that she can actually stand up. Like, look at that. That's not going to quite work. Need them perfectly flat. So there's the full kind of front view again. And here's the full kind of back view. High heels coming in play there again. Overall, I think it's a pretty good figure. You know, it's not actually as limited as you might expect from, you know, from a distance, like looking at the sleeves, etc. I don't think it's the kind of figure that was worth full price, especially considering this was around the time where they tried to put the price of the Build-A-Figures up. I think this was more of a £25 Build-A-Figure wave than 27. I think this was slightly before they went up to 27 or 28 even. However much it is, it's absurd regardless, but the figure definitely wasn't worth that. However, I got this from Vinted for like £8 something, and even that was just because I ended up paying extra to get it delivered to my house because the impost were being stupid in trying to deliver it to the impost locker. £10, maybe 15 at an absolute stretch if I really wanted it for the Fed is my absolute maximum. That's kind of what I wanted to spend on it. That being said, for £8, complete bargain. Very happy with this. Even, you know, and the condition of the box really doesn't matter. Nice to get it ticked off the list as well. And I definitely wanted to pick Sherri up at some stage. Again, just didn't want to pay too much for her because, you know, she's only going to be minor in the Fed. With that being said, you know, I do have plans to use the $1 Million Corporation, and it's just been dawning on me recently, like watching a lot of stuff back, that if I want to do $1 Million stuff, I really need to pick up the Sherri. That being said, I didn't seek this out. It was just complete coincidence. I actually saw this on Vinted, and it was also complete coincidence that I saw this Doink the Clown for £10 as well. That was really cool. That was just really good timing on my part in both. Sensational Sherri was a recommended listing. The Doink had literally just been listed when I searched for, like, when I did a search for WWE figures. Both just really good timing on Vinted. But yeah, how I like to finish my figure unboxings is talking about what they're going to do in my Fed, but I more or less just said it. You know, she's going to be following around the $1 Million Corporation. She's going to be teaming up with Ted DiBiase and doing all that kind of stuff. Lots of heel work, valet work, etc. Not really sure what she'll be doing outside of that. Not really sure when or where the $1 Million Corporation are going to appear, but it's definitely going to happen. And that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the NWOpenings playlist in the end screen for more unboxings, and let me know what you thought of this video. I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. Well, that's the first time that's ever happened on one of these, I think. Let's reset that.